You don't get kicked from parties because of your CP. You get kicked because people can't feel your value when things get messy.
Fam, and man, it's here. And for those that don't know me, I make fast, funny, data-driven guides.
This is your blueprint for dungeons, parties, and early raids. How to stop being luggage and start being MVP as F2P. Most players think, if my CP is high enough, people will want me. Then they walk in with decent stats, die in AoEs, ignore mechanics, barely use their kit, say nothing in chat, and wonder why they never get re-invited. By the end, you'll know how to walk into almost any group and make people think this player knows what they're doing. Not because you swipe or play perfect, but because you use systems. You pick difficulty for profit, not ego. You know your job before the first pull. You squeeze value out of class tools. You make group content work with your time and wallet, not against them. In solo play, you can hide behind over-leveling, over-gearing, and AFK spots where nobody watches you fail. In group content, that mask gets ripped off. Dungeons and raids expose your level, CP, and gear, your skill setup under pressure, and how you handle mechanics. They also show whether you're cheap or expensive to carry. Do you cost wipes, potions, repairs, and time, or do you save them? Forget class names for a moment. Every good party needs 4 jobs: damage to kill things, control to stun, pull, slow and interrupt, sustain to heal, shield and buff, and brain to watch mechanics, positioning and timing. Sometimes one person covers several, sometimes it's split. The worst parties try to be pure damage and then blame the healer. The best parties know their jobs, and at least one person quietly plays brain. Now map that to your classes. Archer is mainly damage with some control and brain through safe positioning. Volva is burst damage with some control. Skald is sustain plus brain, keeping people stable. Warlord is control, frontline, and brain, setting pace and safety. Berserker is bruiser damage that can flex into control or frontline. Your first step in any dungeon is to decide, here, my main job is this, and my backup job is that. You don't need to type it, just build and play like it. Next, stop queuing wrong. Most players spam the highest difficulty they can enter, and then crawl through slow runs, burn potions, pay big repairs, and earn less silver per hour than on an easier mode. You're not here to flex, you're here to farm. Use this rule: the best difficulty is the hardest one you can clear fast and safely. Fewer wipes, less potion burn, more runs per hour, better rewards over time. Quick way to pick it: if your CP is far below recommended, skip it. If it's around equal, only go with a solid group or a tanky or support class. If it's above, try it once. Watch how the first pulls feel, then adjust up or down. The loop is simple. Sometimes test higher, mostly farm comfortable. Before you queue, run a 10-second checklist. Gear, skills, consumables, settings, weapon equipped and repaired, core armor on, skills tuned for group fights instead of AFK farming, enough potions and buffs you actually use, auto combat set the way you want. This tiny habit keeps you from entering with an empty weapon, AFK skills, and no pots. Arrive ready, and you're already ahead of most randoms. Now your secret advantage mechanics. Whales buy brute force, you buy clarity. If the floor turns red, move. If the boss starts a huge cast, dodge or interrupt. If adds spawn, know whether to clear them or tunnel the boss. Think of mechanics as discounts. Less damage taken is a discount on potions. Good positioning is a discount on wipes. And doing mechanics right is a discount on how much CP you need. Whales buy their way through. You solve your way through, class by class. Archer reliable DPS that doesn't die. Keep uptime high. Stay at safe range. Help with soft control, and don't drain the healer. Volva glass cannon artillery. Stand behind the front line. Drop burst on real targets. Avoid greedy casts, and use control on priority enemies. Skald quiet backbone. Keep HP stable. Buff at smart times. Add damage when it's safe, and save big defensives for boss nukes and huge pulls. Warlord frontline brain. You hold position and pace the run. Turn bosses away from the party. Move them out of bad ground. Interrupt danger and peel off your healer. Berserker Bruiser Bridge. Stand near the front. Help melt packs. Soak pressure when needed. Peel enemies off squishies. And time self-sustain for big pulls. Brute skill is only half the story. The rest is how you act. You don't need to be a social butterfly. Just not a problem. Say one small thing at the start. Hey, first time, I'll follow. Or know it. Let's go. If you don't know a mechanic, say first time on this boss. Anything important. And listen, don't blame spam. The power move is to fix your own mistakes and say tie at the end. Raids are different. More people, more mechanics, more ways to fail. Your raid mantra is I'm not the problem. And sometimes I'm the solution. You don't need to know every mechanic at first. You need one clear job per boss. As Archer, maybe it's never stand in frontal cones and kill left side ads. As Warlord, maybe it's keep boss facing away, drag it out of fire, stun the big cast, nail your slice, and you're not dead weight. Over time, you pick up more. Raids wipe, that's normal. Bad players tilt and quit. Smart players ask, why? Was it mechanics? Damage check? Or people ignoring something obvious? Then they fix their part. You can't fix 20 others, but you can make sure you're dying less and doing more each pull. Don't sprint into raids the second you unlock them. Get gear close to recommended. Stock potions. And avoid being totally broke. You don't need to be overgeared. Just not the obvious weakest link. Slightly under CP plus strong mechanics can still be a net positive. Loot drama kills parties faster than wipes. Use simple loot code. Need only on things you actually use that are real upgrades for your build. If party rules allow, read or pass everything else. If someone else clearly benefits more, let them have it. Ask, mind if I need on this? When you're unsure. Being remembered as fair beats, being remembered as a loot goblin, and it gets you invited back into better content. Now imagine two versions of you with the same level, CP and gear. Version 1, cues the highest difficulty, never checks skills or pots, beats every AoE while tunneling boss, blames healer, needs on everything, and leaves without a word. On paper, they look strong. In practice, parties feel worse with them. Nobody re-invites them, and raid leads avoid their name. Version 2 is the system player. They pick a difficulty. They can clear fast and safe. Check gear, skills, and pots. Dodge obvious attacks. Use class tools. Ask short questions if they're unsure. Follow fair loot rules. Say tie, and add people who played well. Same CP, much higher real value. They get whispered, down for another run, they get guild invites and raid spots. Stat player thinks the game is unfair. System player quietly climbs. You are going to be the system player. Quick recap. Group content is where your account gets graded. Every party needs damage, control, sustain, and brain. And your class gives you a main job and maybe a backup. Best dungeon difficulty is the hardest you can clear. Fast and safe. 10-second checklist. Gear, skills, pots, settings. Mechanics are your discount. Move out of bad respect telegraphs. Solve fights with brain instead of wallet. Party etiquette. Simple hello, admit. When you're new, don't blame spam. Thank people at the end. Raids know your one key job per boss. And treat wipes as data. Loot need only real upgrades. Be fair and ask if in doubt. Play like this and you stop being another random F2P. You become the name people are happy to see in their party list and the person they keep inviting when content gets real.